Welcome, it's Dawn with For Grace Creations, and welcome to another coffee corner. But we got to add to this craft chat. That is what I decided to call this. Coffee corner craft chat. So if you do anything that we ever make in this playlist, go ahead and tag me, as well as use the hashtag Coffee Corner Craft Chat. So this is the bag I will be putting the things that we make in until I get a journal together. And of course, I have a little black coffee here. We'll put that off to the side, and this. So today, we are going to see a coffee shop, but it's going to be a local one because I am back home from my little early birthday vacation. It's a simple little place, little building. It has a drive-through on two sides. We're gonna go over there to the other side, and it's called Primeville Coffee Company. There is also a little place out front that I'll show you after I order my coffee, but you can sit at the little tables and enjoy your coffee out in the sunshine. So here we are at their window. I'll be right back. So today's Bible verse is Hebrews 6:19, and it is, "We have this hope as an anchor for the soul." What hope? We have this hope. What hope? The hope of heaven. It is a sure and steadfast hope. It's a sure thing. It's guaranteed. Unlike your coffee at a coffee shop. This place here, I am not a fan of their coffee. I've been here a few times and it just is gross. Not all coffee shops are equal. Have you ever found that? So why did I come to this one again? Well, number one, to show you, and number two, I was given a gift card. Now, I'm not going to say to the person who gave me this gift card, ew, yuck, I'm not going there. No. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get one iced coffee, see how it tastes, and then give the gift card away. Here in a few days or so, I will show you a few more of the coffee shops that I actually explored, and we'll do some creating as well. I have some prototypes, some envelopes. Some of them are small, so they can fit a card. There's a little something in there. This one is big enough to fit an actual index card. A little one. And then this one here, I did with a book page. The others were all napkins. Oh gosh, I gotta remember which way I twisted this. Okay, and I added a closure to this one and an index card. Now, let me show you what I was thinking we could do, because this is what I was already working on. Let's move these to the side. So first things first, I have a jar of water and a paintbrush, and I have some watered down Elmer's school glue. Any PVA would work, watered down. How much? Just a little bit runny. I don't have exact measurements. You also could use Mod Podge for this. All right, I tried doing this on a silicone baking mat. It totally worked. I was able to get the project off easily when I was done. I tried freezer paper. Now, freezer paper has a shiny side and a matte, just regular paper side. If you do it on the shiny side, it works and you can easily pull your project off when it's dry, but the paper side, no, it will stick. I also tried regular parchment paper, which is just regular baking paper. Worked great. And then I tried cereal box liner. It's just when your cereal's gone, which my grandkids eat a lot of cereal, you just open up the package. And this works great as well. Now, what we're going to need is some coffee filters. I've got white coffee filters. but I also have brown coffee filters. Now, before we start this project, I want to show you the difference as to what happens when we're done. Okay, so one way with the clear one, you end up with a totally clear, you can't even tell where the coffee filter is, okay? And the other, with the brown, you totally can tell when you're done. So what that does is it just makes it easier to cut a circle. That's the only difference. But the process is the same. So you're going to take your coffee filter and flatten it out. And you want a napkin ready. So I have this one here from the Dollar Tree. It was 2 layers, so I took 1 layer off and put it to the side. This one here was 3 layers, so I had to remove 2 of the layers because we want to work with only this top pretty layer. And I thought, why don't we try this with the clear, and we'll go ahead and do a brown as well. So you're gonna take some of that glue and just paint your coffee filter all over. Just a light layer, you don't need a ton, although because it's just watered down Elmer School Glue, it's cheap. So if you put a lot, it won't matter. I'm all about saving money wherever I can, and Mod Podge is expensive. Well, for me. Okay, and then we're just gonna lay down this napkin and gently press it down. And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna put a good layer over top of this. Don't be stingy here. This ends up being almost like a faux rice paper with the coolest texture. When this dries, we're not gonna have a circle. And I am horrible at cutting circles. But what I did with the others, I just laid down, because it's dry, I just laid down a coffee filter and cut around it so we still have a circle. And there's a reason for wanting a circle. I'll show you in a few minutes. So now this needs to sit and dry. Let's bring in the brown one. We're gonna paint this. So we're gonna lay this over top. Yep, my dog's barking. The back door's open and I'm working at the kitchen counter right now. So then we're gonna put our layer over top. Now see, I can see this circle, which will help with the cutting into a circle later. This needs to dry. All right, let's try this one. We've got the whole thing done. I'm gonna put this down in my water, and I'm gonna put the lid on my jar and get this drying. Here's what we do. So when it's dry, it's going to be stuck here. But you can just work on one tiny edge and it'll peel right off. And then just go around with scissors and cut off the extra that's hanging off. And here's what we're gonna do. So you could take an index card and place it in the middle and fold around it to ensure an index card will fit down in it. I'm not picky, I don't wanna pay attention to that. So let's make envelopes. So I'm gonna fold 2 sides in. Okay. Crease those. And then if I fold this up, it's upside down. If I fold this up, it's just blue sky. And then this folded down will be wonky. So I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna fold this side up. And I'm going to crease it. And then this will be the flap of the envelope. So when I fold this down, hold on, I'll show you. When I fold that down, I do want to fold it just a little ways above that. I'm leaving, I don't know if that's 1/4 of an inch, but it's a little bit anyway. So that when it folds, it doesn't fold that over. You know what I mean? Okay. And then I'm going to take some Fabri-Tac that's oozing out everywhere. Ugh. One thing those extra layers of napkin are good for is wiping off your nasty glue bottle. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and put glue here. Excuse me. On this side, and then on this side. And then fold it over and get the lid on the glue bottle. And then I'm going to take this napkin and press down, and that's going to catch the extra glue that might ooze out. And that Fabri-Tac, as well as Fabri-Fix, as well as 3-in-1, are all made by Beacon, and they do dry fairly quick. So sometimes if you use too much glue, you might have to hold this for a few minutes, but it seems this is good. And then you see, you can fit a little something down in it. Now my thought is maybe in another video, we will take some just regular playing cards and turn them into something fun to add into these pockets. So the one thing is, watch. Let me zoom in. This does not stay closed. So you have a couple options. You could use a Velcro dot here, and it would Velcro open. Or I have in my Ko-fi site, whoop, too close. I've got these little tins, and they have all kinds of fun little things. Brads, eyelets. So this one is mine, and it's just Brad's. And this is blue. I'm thinking maybe black. There's a small in here somewhere. Okay, let's just dump them out. There it is. So we could have the large on top and small on bottom. Whoa, it ran away. But really, it would have been better to add this bottom one before we glued it. So I have an idea. Let's see what we've got in here that might match. What is this? Oh, that says happy birthday. We have a butterfly, bell of the ball. Let's just use this one. And maybe we'll put it at the top. Yeah, okay, so top approximately in the middle, I think is about right where my thumb is. And I'm gonna go in just a little ways. And I'm gonna put that in there. And then open these up. And then here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to take some embroidery thread, and I'm gonna wrap it underneath and tie a knot. And then cut that end off, and then we can wrap this around like that. And it'll go around, cut the end off. And then what I wanna do is right at the end, I wanna tie a knot so that, because this embroidery thread, you know, is quite a few threads together. I don't want them to separate. Come on. Okay, so we have a knot at the end, and I'm going to put one in the middle. Okay, Now we have a closure. How cute is that? And we made a little envelope. So you could decorate these further or leave them as is. I think I want to leave this one. Did I put a card in that or did I take it out? I took it out. I do have these little, they're from an old, record. It says record plate refill number, Dallas, Texas. So I'm assuming maybe it connected to something and it was like a Rolodex. I don't know, but I coffee dyed them. And I thought we could put that down in there for now. So there's one. Now I went ahead and I did try putting this is a magazine page. It was very shiny. And I went ahead and I put a white coffee filter over it. I did the same thing as we did with the napkin. I went ahead and put the glue all over the coffee filter. And then I took the photo that I wanted to see and I placed it down like this. And I really rubbed, and then I picked it up and I turned it over and I put glue over top. And then when it dried, I cut around it. And as you can see, that's coffee filter because the book page ends right there. But it totally dulled down the shine. I am impressed. So that worked. And my thought was make an envelope out of this. So when you're doing this, you got to think of, okay, if this comes up and then this is the flap, you don't want things upside down. So start upside down. See our picture, this is right side up. Turn it upside down, then turn it over, because when you fold the bottom up, it is actually going to be right side up. Now, that means that this is going to be upside down. So it totally depends on your preference and your photo. I'm doing mine right side up. So we're going to fold the inside in, make a crease, fold the inside in, make a crease. This side's going to go up to about here. And then fold the bottom, or, well, it's going to be our top, but you know what I'm saying. Okay. So that will be our top closure. Now this one, before we glue the sides, here's what we can do. Let's choose two that match. Okay. These kind of match. Is there a... there's one. Okay. So down here, well, close it. That's about where I'm going to want this. So I'm just going to kind of hold it there. And then I'm going to poke it through. Fold out the legs or feet. Okay, guys, nobody ever told me in other videos. Are those legs or feet of these brads? What do I call them? Let me know in the comments if you have an answer to that. Not that it really matters, but okay. And then this one we'll put right about here. And open that up. Okay, now we can glue the sides. Just a little glue here, a little. Let's squish that out. Goodness sakes. And a little on this side. Dawn, do you know what a little glue means? Nope. I try and it doesn't happen. Ugh. Okay, and then fold it over. Use our napkin to get the excess off. Maybe you don't have excess. Maybe you don't use extra or too much glue and you're giggling because you don't have to do this. That's okay. We all have our different strengths, right? Mine is not going easy on the glue. All right, that should be stuck down. Yep. Now I will come back off camera and I'm going to take some dark black ink and I'm gonna go around the edges of this. Who knows, maybe the whole thing, I don't know. You could always do that before you start as well. But we'll take our embroidery thread and this time I'm gonna tie the knot on the top. And I'm gonna cut the extra off. I'm using my kitchen scissors because I didn't bring my others out here with me. Oh, all right, and then we're gonna go around the bottom one, around the top. So I'm gonna leave it right about, oh, hey now, right about, well, it's time to sharpen the kitchen scissors now, isn't it? Okay, and I'm gonna undo it. And I'm going to tie a knot here at the end. And I'm gonna tie a knot in the middle. Again, just simply to hold all the strands together. And let's see if a playing card fits. It does, okay. There we go. And we have another envelope. And then I've got, let's see, I think with this one, I will probably go around and ink the edges in like a brown. And I've got this one here. Oh, that orange would be cool. What do you think? Orange or a different color? I think orange. So I'm assuming you get the idea on these. And hopefully you can make them at home. So I'll finish this one off. Now this brown one here, oh, I love this, how it turned out. I'm gonna have to do some more. This one, I'm just gonna fold up and do the same thing really quick. And I think we'll go upside down like this. And what do we have? I'm going to put a big one on top and small on bottom. Before I glue it. Oh, that's a chair. How cute is that? And then, oops, bell of the ball. We'll put that right about there. And open that up. And then that one's ready to be glued. And embroidery thread around that. But I think on this one, I'll probably do some brown embroidery thread. And on this one, I think I'll probably use this teal color. So what do we have to put in our bag now? We have some adorable little envelopes. Now, I do have an idea, just in case you want to do it. You could totally embellish these further with things like lace. Let's open this lace here. And we could glue a little bit of lace at the top. Where's the scissors? Aha! Oh boy. Let's just let's just do that really quick. Get it drying. So I'm gonna put some of this Fabri-Tac all the way across. And then look and see which side the lace goes, like this. And just press it down. After it dries, I will come and trim the edges, and I will ink around the edges here with brown, but you could go even further and add more if you wanted to, or just leave it. Now with this one, I do have this fun shiny stuff that somebody sent me. That could be added. Oh, if I can find the end. Here it is. That could be added at the top. Maybe at the bottom. Oh, let's do the bottom. Okay, clip the funny looking end. Okay, well, we're gonna keep the icky end, and I'll take these back to the craft room, and I'll trim off the edges there, where I have my good scissors. And I'm going to add some Fabri-Tac to the bottom of this, and press this down. And once it's dry, I can trim up the edges and then ink around that. So if you have really pretty napkins, you don't need to embellish them more at all, or you totally can. Up to you. I do have a question though. Somebody sent me these in a Happy Mail, and if you look, it's got a single pokey on it. Okay, that's the head. It looks like a nail. I'm not kidding you, or a big long tack. And it just says hardware accessories. What do I do with these? Does anybody know? I mean, they're pretty cool looking. But, oh, it says furniture tacks. But how would I use those? Ideas? And I'll leave you with that. And I'll be back very, very soon to show you some of the shops at the beach. Two in particular that just amazed me. They are inspiring. Bye, guys. Thanks for being here.